Nice, bro. You like drinking my water? Piece of shit.
Tomate. Why do I sound?
Tomate.
Do I sound a little bit weird?
Tomato.
Does that sound weird to you
You
guys?
sound chilling. Could you get that
I feel like
a
I sound
little
like a
closer to
robot.
the mic?
Tomato.
Pull it.
Alive?
I'm sipping in the bottle.
Good freestyle, bro. That's
Like a
awesome.
bad bitch, like a model.
Nice, bro. Good stuff.
Call me Andrew Tate, because I'm a top G.
Go. Chill.
Pause.
Dude.
We're live?
Okay, you
you
know
started recording?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, but
You don't like the headset?
right now it's kind of annoying me a little bit, like many things do.
It's been an hour and
We're
40
live?
minutes. And I
Yeah,
think
we-
Ryan just said,
Shouldn't
yeah,
we
we're
start?
live. We're live.
No, we do this like this. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. We have on Vergate again. You saw some clips
What's up?
about him before, but unfortunately, it was not my fault at all. But the other people on this podcast, obviously, it's all their fault. Like that's why you haven't been able to hear his podcast yet. So we're doing it again. So what do you have to say to about yourself? What do you have to say to yourself?
Ryan, why'd you mess up the mixer last time?
what happened, Ryan? Do you have anything to explain? Well, it's fine.
Listen,
anyway.
we already gave our excuse in the last podcast. We're primitive apes. We're learning. We are evolving little by little, day by day. And you know, in a few months, this is gonna be even better than it is now.
I believe that.
As you can see, we already took a big step today. We got some books that we've been reading slowly but surely.
That's the first thing you should notice, that we got 3 books here.
Absolutely.
Nothing else really.
Nothing else really pops out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're excited to have on Nick Vergate again, aka El Gato,
Yeah.
aka the hottest one. What's up, man?
What's up?
Happy to have you back.
Yeah. I like
Thank
this
you for
new
having me
setup
back.
because I get to look at you without bending my neck.
Bro, yeah, this setup's way nicer than the last one.
Yeah.
Like, just significant improvement between, like, this, the TV, just, like, the overall
Yeah.
layout.
Maybe next time we got a DJ set so we can have
throw
you on
that a
full
little
time.
track.
He actually played a little set yesterday.
Yeah.
Where at?
Some pop-up. Hall of Fame. These kids own, like, a clothing shop. It's like a round 2, basically like a hypebeast reselling store. And they did an event yesterday, and then I also DJ'd their event. Ooh, when was it?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, something
Was
like
it the
that.
day you hopped on? No.
What do you mean the day? No. But
It might
was
have been the day
sometime
that
around there.
us two just did one together that I was running late.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. But no, the event came out pretty dope. Last time was even better.
Yeah. Last time it was just like a way better turnout. Although like there were heads like going in and out to like yesterday, like the whole time. I mean, I was only there for an hour, but
Why was it so much better last time?
I mean, I think like the whole store was just packed.
Is it because you think Felix brought in a bunch of people?
For sure. Like between everyone he brought, I think it was like 30, 40 people, something like that. So it
Besides
was
the
like,
key. Felix is this kid from the Key that started like his own clothing brand, and he actually makes pretty cool shit.
shout out Palet.
Shout out Palet. And I think he'd be pretty cool to have on. He's starting some like event kind of thing.
Yeah, we want to do some events. That's like we want to do like a pop-up into like an after party, but that's on the way. Hopefully we'll do that in November, and then do like a really big event in December.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in Wynwood, no? Around
Yeah.
that area.
So the first one we want to do in Wynwood, and then I think for the second event we want to do it in a club somewhere, but we're not sure.
What's the best place to DJ?
I
Like
mean,
best environment.
I feel like a club, definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely, yeah. Like clubs, parties, but
Club over like festival.
festival over club, but like those are like there's levels to
Festival is the
this shit.
pinnacle, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like to get booked for a festival, like you've made it. Like you're doing shit already.
One day.
Yeah.
Manifest it.
Shaq did it.
Shaq
Who?
did do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I saw
Shaq, bro. Shaq can do whatever the
I
fuck
saw
he
Shaq,
wants,
dude.
bro.
I think he owns like 500 franchises. Like the guy is like a
Of what?
businessman.
Just
Everything.
like
Five Guys, shit like that. Anything
really.
like crazy.
He's a massive investor in Ring.
No way.
Yeah, supposedly.
The camera.
Yeah. I think I saw like an Instagram reel. I'm not sure what it was, but basically like when he went to a store or some shit, he like saw the Ring and basically like went to the owners and was like, look, I'm gonna be the face of your brand,
What?
and I'm gonna invest this money, and we're gonna scale this, and now Ring's like, valued at however many billion.
Some billion, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, but
Amazon bought
He
them
can only
too,
do
right?
that because he's Shaq, though.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a random person. It's
Bro.
like, have you guys seen those videos of the
Awesome.
people who invested in like the whole hype behind AMC and stuff? And then
Yeah.
they'd go to like the AMC stores and then be like, okay, your ticket. I'm like, I don't need a ticket. He's like, the money's going back to me anyway. He's like, who are you? He's like, don't worry about me. He's like, he shows like the 3,000 option buys that he has in Robinhood. But like, only Shaq can go up to a store and be like, I'm going to be the face of this. Anyone else would be
Yeah.
like, fuck off.
There's
I mean, I feel like a few athletes could probably do it. Like,
there's a lot of athletes that are doing it. What's the fucking guy's name, man? Who's the best quarterback of all time?
Tom Brady.
Isn't Tom Brady doing that with like Hertz and their Tesla ads, like the car rental company?
I mean, I'm sure that's probably just Hertz that's like hiring
I think
Tom
I've heard
Brady.
something about that.
He's all over YouTube on these ads. Ryan Reynolds with there's like a phone company.
I mean, yeah, but
That
these
he's doing it
guys
for.
are all just being hired to do like commercials and shit.
Okay.
Like, Shaq found Ring, and then went to the company and was like, "Look, I'm gonna invest X amount of money. I'm gonna be the face of your brand, and this is how we're gonna scale."
He hired himself,
I mean,
essentially.
basically, this guy's like, "Look, I'm gonna bring you hundreds of millions of people that want to see my face every single day."
Yeah.
That's pretty baller.
You should just make an NFT, honestly, at that point.
Yeah, bro. It's like the guy can literally do whatever the fuck he wants
He did launch
in whatever
did?
industry.
He did what?
He did launch an NFT.
Shaq?
We've
No way.
monetized like instantly just fame because now you could just make an NFT and just make money.
Weren't you explaining to me yesterday that so yesterday we were driving through like Wynwood. It was like a weird area. It wasn't Wynwood. It was like North Miami, like Ratchet type area. And we
Yeah.
saw this huge mural of like graffiti, like bored apes.
Oh, I have the picture.
Yeah.
I do.
I want to see if we can pull it up, maybe in a clip or something.
You would have to send it.
Yeah, you have to send it to
Yeah,
Ryan.
I'll send it to him after.
And we started talking about it, and he was saying that like, so if I own like bored ape number 10, for example, there's like some sort of settings that are yeah.
So like with different projects,
Can you
each
flip me the
project
water bottle.
each project has their own way of essentially giving the rights to the holders of the projects. So like some projects basically give full ownership of the actual like photo and like everything that has to do with it. Some projects you can only use it for like monetizations in certain ways, and then other projects is like completely closed where you have to like get permission from the owners to be able to monetize your thing. So let's say like you want to put a Bored Ape on this thing, you contact like whatever guy owns Bored Ape number 5020, and then you're like, hey man, I'll pay you whatever, or do I have permission to put your Bored Ape on the face of my thing? And then it's like, yeah, if they give you the rights. It was a different one,
different
but
one.
it's like close. Like
But
the
yeah,
one
it's
we
similar.
saw, it was like literally boxes of apes, each individually like drawn. And then it had like each like background color was like kind of correspondent to the ape and whatever. It was sick.
That's pretty
though.
similar. That's pretty similar.
Yeah, this is fire.
But yeah, so that he was explaining to me that that's just like another way that like money is being made off of like NFTs, and I had never thought of that. I thought that was sick.
Yeah, but what is it exactly? It's like you're essentially like, it's like a copyright.
No, so essentially like there's different types of like copyrights and stuff. Like I'm not sure what the exact term is, but I believe it's like COO. I think like if Brian looks it up, there's 3 different types. It's basically like completely closed off where like you need the owner's permission. Then the second one is I think you can use it for like certain monetizations, but like some things are off limits. And then the other is like completely free where the project has like zero say in what happens. Like
And who
after
enforces it?
it's the project's choice when they make it. So like when they make the project, they set their contracts to like state whatever type of ownership the
And
NFT
that's just a
is.
contract.
Yeah.
Alright.
So then, if I make like a YouTube video, say, and I use like Bored Ape number 12, whatever, and they have one of those agreements where it's kind of like a copyright, could the project owners like come after me and sue me?
I mean hypothetically, but like it's going to be an impossible lawsuit to win, probably.
For now, or
In the sense of like the amount of money that the only way that would like make reasonable sense is if like take a YouTube channel that's like big enough where the video that they used the ape on is being monetized to an extent where like your ape is generating that money, and you can prove like you'd have to prove like how much money the ape is actually like generating, not the video. So there's gonna be like a bunch of complications, plus like paying for lawyers is gonna be a whole nother hassle. And then I'm sure like copyright law is, or any type of law going to court is the most annoying thing. No one wants to do it. Like it takes years. It's a hassle, stressful. Like
I think I was actually talking about this with my brother today. I'm like, you have to take advantage of the country that we're in and how everyone, like, you can just sue anyone over anything nowadays.
Bro, literally.
Like,
insane, bro.
Companies are scared shitless about this because, like, I don't know. For example, I'll give you an example. I ordered the lights off of Amazon, and instead of getting the lights, in the package came a firearm lubricant, like a gun lubricant.
The fuck?
And so obviously I call them and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm like, is this? I was acting a little like a Karen, you know, because I want to get my money.
Yeah, obviously.
So I was like, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little scared. I'm a little like, what is this? I'm like a threat. And then they ended up, obviously, they gave me like, you can keep the item. You don't have to return it. They gave me $10 off the thing. And they give you a bunch of whatever, like compensations for it. But nowadays, you could actually, like, you have to use it to your advantage.
Absolutely.
Like, if you're offended at how Starbucks serves you, like, call someone, like, call the manager or whatever, and then they'll be like, okay, fine, let's give him a coffee. Right? Let's give him a free coffee. Let's give him a coffee for this week. Because everyone's like, it's not worth going into a lawsuit.
My dad told me this story about some, like, friends of his that he knew here in Miami. It was two people that worked at this big business. It was a guy and a girl. And they came up with this, like, elaborate plot that the guy would, like, allegedly sexually assault. I guess the word isn't assault, but, like, inappropriate sexual whatever in the workplace to the girl. He would get fired. She would sue the company. All of this happened. Like, the guy did it. He got fired. She sued. And then they made, I don't know how many millions of dollars off the lawsuit, and they just split it and both dipped the company.
Wow.
Is that like not illegal?
Well, if they don't find out, if like the cops and the courts or whatever don't find out, it's not illegal.
Yeah, fair.
But
I think you can say that for a lot of things.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude, I don't know. You told me like they got away with it. If you're quick with it and like sneaky like that, you know, you can get away with a lot
You're making
of
a
shit.
business out of like lawsuits.
For sure.
I mean, there's a lot of people that do that. They kind of like, it's a big thing in the real estate market that these people kind of like set you up, like take like when you're taking loans, like let's say like you're giving me a loan, you make the loans in ways that the person who is taking the loan is more likely to default on it. So like there's a bunch of people who like their sole living is literally like fighting lawsuits. Like all year they just basically like fight lawsuits on like property and like people who default on the property or like whatever it may be for whatever reason. And then it's just like years they have like cases that have been going for 5 years, but it's like they open 100 at a time.
But you're saying like banks.
No. I'm saying like people.
Well, so
like,
but banks issue the loans that
No. Because let's say you have a house and you have a mortgage on it. I can like essentially give you a loan on that mortgage, and instead of like owing money to the bank, you now owe money to me.
And then with you, I don't have to go through the whole credit score. Like you're giving me kind of
hypothetically, yeah,
like
basically.
a private.
And then like let's say you have like the reason you go to a private guy is because you have shitty credit and you put your house as collateral, and your house is like, I don't know, $1 million, and the loan is for $500,000. Like, there's a massive amount of money that could be made in profit right there. Like $500,000 on let's say the guy defaults after 2-3 years. Like, okay, now you just made $500,000 in the 3 years because this guy took a shitty loan. It's like you can argue there's maybe a sort of fucked up like sense of morality in it because you're kind of taking advantage of another person. But I guess
I mean,
it's
that's
like,
also kind of what happens. I mean,
yeah, it's like
But then
either the
you
bank's
get-
gonna do it or you're gonna do
But
it.
then you
like,
get fucked because if you do that to like 50 people and then everyone's like, all right, never mind, I can't pay it. No, what are you gonna do? Pay 50 houses, like the mortgage on 50 houses?
well, like the whole thing is like you want these people to not pay their mortgage.
Yeah, I guess you'd only do that if you have the money for it. Right?
Yeah, like that's the business. Like
So
your
there-
business is essentially like giving out loans to people who are more likely to default
Then
on
not.
their property or whatever item they use as collateral that's hypothetically worth more than whatever the loan is. And whatever you make on profit in that, they just like
Oh, I see. Yeah.
then they flip it or they do whatever with the house.
Yeah, well, that's definitely fucked. up.
yeah, I mean, but like
Because if you're actively seeking, like, hey, buddy, you want a loan for $500,000? I'll give it to you. You're like, wait, you're gonna give me this mansion that I love? Yeah, come here. No interest rate. Don't worry about it. This guy has no way of paying back the loan. You know, I mean, that's kind of that is kind of what happened.
yeah, but it's also like I'm sure you set it up in a way that like one person's not getting completely fucked unless you do some like I don't know.
About that shit.
There's definitely people who do it in super fucked up ways, but I think that like in some sort of way, I think it's like not that messed up because
not-
it's like
it's-
you're offering the person what they want. It's now just like whether that person completes on what they're supposed to do. Like, look, nothing would have happened if you wouldn't have taken the loan, or nothing wouldn't have happened if you would have just paid back the loan. It's like, bro, you keep your house. Like,
Yeah, I guess so.
like
I
don't take out a loan that you know you can't pay. It's like
Oh,
with the
what's-
bank. Your house is gonna get fucking foreclosed,
What's going on with that crazy guy that lives in front of Ozzy?
bro. No, so I'm just like, dude, this guy. There's like this empty lot in front of Ozzy's house, right?
Do you guys know
This-
Ozzy?
We think we talked about it last time, no?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Airbnb?
met him.
Maybe.
He's a homie. No,
Yeah,
that's
he's a boy.
who's the Airbnb?
Alex.
Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, start the story from the beginning.
So,
Alright, yeah, so-
alright, so basically, there's this like crazy dude who lives on this like lot in front of Ozzy, and like this guy, there's like no house. This guy like has like a truck in the place, and it's just like a bunch of shit thrown everywhere. He like sleeps in like chairs every night. Like it's super weird. It's super weird.
Very tasteful.
But
Yeah. Back for
basically,
your back.
supposedly this guy got like a fine in 2017 for not cleaning his yard and like being like I guess a distraction to the public or like
I
a
don't get that
nuisance,
though.
whatever. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we were
exactly.
talking about that the other day. Like the city is like making this guy clean up his yard,
Yeah.
which I found super weird.
What if like there was someone just outside your house that is showering outside? Like,
But the guy isn't showering outside. Like
I mean, he is. There's no how. Like
really?
that guy, dude. Imagine owning property but being fucking homeless. That's like what he
hard,
is.
bro.
mutually exclusive.
That's what he is. He literally like owns his property, but he's homeless. So then like he goes up to me and Ozzy and he
Yeah,
starts
but-
like,
dude, but it's like, if someone's
cleaning of the
showering in
house is
front of
crazy.
me, like isn't that private property? Like, I can do whatever the fuck I
yeah,
want.
but
on
it's
that
not
property.
like technically.
it's not
You're telling
illegal.
me, technically, if I wanted to, I could go outside in my backyard and just start showering outside, and
Yeah,
nobody can tell me anything about it.
You
Well,
can't
I'm
do
kind of
certain
playing
shit.
devil's advocate, like I always do on this.
No, I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
don't know. I
podcast,
don't know
but
actually. Like,
It's private property. As long as I'm not doing anything illegal, what the fuck?
Intuitively, you're definitely being like a disturbance to your neighbors and whatever. It's kind of like
Point is-
yeah, your party. Like you could throw a party
Yeah.
in your private property,
True,
but
true.
like
Fair,
if
fair.
it's the noise is disturbing the neighbors, then it's like guess what? I'm about to call the cops on you, and you're shutting down your thing.
Okay, so point is about the crazy
So
guy.
back to the story. So then this guy comes up to us and he basically like tells us his story, and then I get to thinking, I'm like, bro, what if you just like offer this guy like 350K
Which is
pay-
like the debt he's in,
or
right?
call the debt
About-
like let's use an arbitrary number and call the debt like 300K, and then you offer him like 350. So basically you're like, look, I'll pay your loan off for 300K, and then I'll offer you like I'll give you 50K to like essentially sell the house. Either way, the house is gonna be fucking foreclosed in 2-3 years. The lot's worth like
A lot.
650, 715,000, something like that. I don't know. There's like it's like a $300,000 flip if you're able to like get that off.
yeah, but I'm
Like-
confused though because you said if you're offering 350, if it's worth 300, and then you
Well, the
The
guy's
lo-
in debt. The guy's in debt like 300.
Because he hasn't paid off this fine for like 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Some and they're charging him like
You're
150
just like, let
bucks
me
a day.
just save you.
Yeah.
They
Basically,
just save you and give you
and I'll give
50K
you
to fuck
50K
off somewhere else.
And then it's like, look, you get the property for 350, but the property's worth 700. So
We were
like,
saying too, dude, like you look around and Miami's growing so fucking much and so fucking fast that like that property is gonna be worth a few times what it is in like a
for
few
sure.
years.
For
You
sure.
know, Miami's just exploding, dude. It's
Yeah.
crazy because of COVID. Because everyone wants to come down here. Taxes, like
Yeah, they actually just came. I think DeSantis just came out with a tax. They won't tax like children's products anymore.
really.
Yeah, they won't tax anything because they want like athletic wear for people under 18.
DeSantis
that's pretty
2024, baby.
Yeah, or any children's products like babies. They
like
won't tax
including diapers and like
anything.
baby
They won't
food.
tax it. Yeah.
Dude, that's actually.
I don't know if Ryan, you could look up the. I don't want to like say something wrong, but I saw a video of him saying that something around that.
He's kind of the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill was a little funky. That he was getting like, I'm pretty sure somewhere in the bill it says like, teachers have to tell parents if they hear kids talking about sexuality or gay or whatever. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think that's
there
a
was
little.
another thing that you like can't talk about it in the classroom or something.
You can't talk about like teachers can't talk about it to children, which
Yeah.
that I kind of agree with. That stuff it should be at the discretion of the parents, in my opinion. But he was saying like teachers have to snitch to like parents if they hear children talking about it,
Oh,
and
I
that I
don't
thought
get
was
that.
a little.
I don't get
I
that.
thought I was a little
Because
fucked
kids
up.
are not going to indoctrinate the other kids.
Right. Kids are just
Yeah,
kids
I
talk
mean,
about
unless
whatever
you're
the
talking
fuck they
shit,
want.
Unless you
You're
think
shooting the shit.
so what their assumption is that the parents of the kids are indoctrinating the kid, and then the kid is telling the other kids.
Maybe. I didn't think about it.
Well,
I
like
didn't deep
what
it that
age
far.
range
but
are we talking?
I think it was like pre-K through third or pre-K through 8th grade.
That
Like
shouldn't even
that.
be interesting in that age.
The fuck, dude? What were we doing with pre-K 3 and 3rd grade,
I was
bro?
running around the playground, playing
Fucking yelling
sports,
at people,
yeah.
bro, biting other kids, man. Fucking, it's
No,
weird,
yeah,
man.
it is. It's a weird thing.
I saw something in I saw it on Instagram. They did an event in Dallas, in Philly, in Boise, Idaho, Boise, Idaho, random as fuck. A few other places called.
Was he Republican or Democrat?
I don't know. It's Idaho, so I would
Or-
think
yeah.
I think Republican. I think they're all like cowboys, guns and shit. They did an event called "Drag the Kids to Pride," and it was super. Just I thought it was beyond fucked up and super weird. The normalized thing that we were talking about. You know, if you have to normalize it because it's not normal. It's very
Yeah.
simple. It was like a drag show for children. And so you see these Ryan, see if you can pull it up. You see these videos coming out of 10, 11, 12-year-old boys dressed in rainbow tutus on stripper poles. And I swear to God, if Ryan can find it, like you guys will flip.
It's like so. It's funny at first glance, but that's also like so sad. Like these kids are not just randomly falling into the role of a stripper at 10 years old, wearing these clothes. Like there's got to be some influence, right?
That's
like
gotta
they're
be
being
parents.
used, I guess. Like, they're being
It's
used.
really strange, man. I thought it was really bizarre.
I don't think it's parents. I think it's more like social media than anything. I mean, like think about it. Like think about our parents and think about us, and now think about kids who are 10 years old.
Well,
Like,
but we had normal parents. The four of us to some degree or another had normal parents that
well,
weren't
I'm not
like
even.
the post I saw was from a mom's Instagram filming her 10-year-old son on the stripper pole
I think I
saying
saw
like he's a natural.
I saw a video and it was like the kid, he like was transitioning or something. He hadn't transitioned yet, but they were, because he's not old enough, and then you go and you see the parents, they're both transgender, and it's like, well, I wonder
The
if that
apple
had
doesn't fall
anything
far
to
from
do.
the tree.
Yeah, I wonder. It's like if you have religious parents, you're gonna be more like religious. You're gonna have a higher propensity to be religious. But this whole thing, this whole movement is like, me personally, it's so uninteresting. Like, if you're gay or if you're not gay, it's like the most superficial and like surface level thing. And then you might ask it, but like I'm not looking at you differently if you're gay or you're not gay. But if you make
You have to. Can you put it like? Can you drag it onto the?
What is it? Oh, the
I
transgender
don't know
thing?
if I found it or not. I'm trying to see if it's this.
Wait, drag it onto the screen so we
Yeah,
can see it too.
he's checking if it's the right one. Yeah, that's it, right?
It's an ad, homie.
Oh,
skip
good for
around.
Luna.
In the community, Boise Pride organizers posed as several sponsors of this event.
Event organizers said
Showing safety concerns and consent date end quote.
The drag kids.
taking with it
Sounds like a band.
Project Filter and the Idaho HIV, STD, and hepatitis prevention and care program.
I don't know. That's not it. I don't know.
I don't know. The drag
is,
the
it's
drag
weird, man.
show thing is like, I think drag shows are like pretty cool. Like they're entertaining and
They are.
shit. Like brunch with a drag show, like those kind of things. Like dinner with it. Like there's a bunch of places that do that, where like they just do the show and it's like not.
Winwood, there's one.
Yeah. There's a bunch of.
Oh, really? There's
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
right,
and
right.
it's-
I went to one like by accident, and it was actually like very.
It was so fun.
Yeah, it was me and my girlfriend. We went to dinner, and we're like, okay, well, there's still 30 minutes. Let's just go to this place. And there was just, a drag show, and they were like flipping in the air and back flipping.
Yeah.
Insane shit.
It's kind of just like, I feel like a different form of entertainment to like catch people's attention. Like, it gives like people of the LGBTQ plus community a way to like kind of do like an entertainment show as like a community.
Yeah, it's
Where-
a
yeah.
cultural entertainment kind of thing.
Sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. What weirds me out is like when they start dragging kids into it. You know what I mean?
Well, I've
It's
never.
just, it's just
I
bizarre to
didn't
me
know
to
about
see like
this.
Because
little
that
children.
kids have to be influenced.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because kids aren't like born. There's people that come out now saying like, "Oh, you can't assign gender at birth." Like, cut the shit, bro. It's like a kid is born like, and they just go and explore and they do their own thing. They're not really thinking about that shit. I think it's really strange that like people are dragging them to this stuff.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But I don't know. Yeah, where's the
Well,
the clap on the thing?
I agree. I think like it's entertaining nowadays to actually come up with an ideology that involves everyone. Like how
Yeah.
you are the good guy if you're saying, wait, are you saying that this isn't right? That how they feel is not right? That you must be an asshole. I love them and I believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, the easy way out, but it's like sometimes you actually have to think about things. Sure, there's biologically there's strawberries, there's bananas, and then there's fruits, and then there's edible things. You know what I mean? You get to like
Wait, where are you going with that?
let me. So when you saying, oh, people are saying that we shouldn't assign people genders, right?
Yeah.
So the whole quandary there is that we came up with the concept of male and female, right?
Mhm.
And so I have nothing against like saying, okay, no, it's not male and female. There's actually a billion different variations. But once you get to that point, then you get every person is their own gender, right?
Mhm.
And you could say, well, no, yeah, strawberries and bananas are different, but they're both fruits, right? Or you could categorize things as red. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say.
This is like the realtor joke, bro.
No. It's not a realtor joke. It's a serious thing. It's like, I believe that male and female is just a system of categorizing differences generally, and it's a system that works for the most part. It's not perfect by any shot of the imagination. There's obviously like people who are intersex and people who tend to be male but are more like temperamentally female. They tend to have maybe more agreeable or something or less aggressive or whatever. But yeah, you can make a million different definitions for whatever a person is. But this was fine. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
male and female and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And kind of to tie it into where we were saying, like I have literally my favorite comedian is gay.
Your favorite what?
Comedian is gay. Tim
Who?
Dillon, he's gay.
Tim Dillon's gay?
Yeah, he's
No
gay.
way.
Yeah, and he puts it in the back. He'll make a joke about it, just like we make a joke about fucking a girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Like this guy Tim Dillon says, oh, I was sucking this guy's dick or something like that. You know what I mean? Like he'll make a joke about it, but also he'll make jokes about Jeffrey Epstein. He'll make a joke about whatever it is, like all these other things, and that's not the forefront of his whole persona.
Mhm.
So I'm saying, like, if the only thing that you are is gay, then I'm not
bro.
interested in
Like-
you.
That's
Find
like, yeah,
something cool.
that's kind of like the main issue with it is when like people put it like screaming it in your face, and like that's the only thing you want to talk about, and like
Yeah.
that's the only thing you really care about. It's like no one cares. Like,
Yeah.
congrats, like you're gay.
it's not
Cool.
a big
straight,
deal. Like, who
like,
cares?
Yeah.
this person's
deep.
whatever, like whatever it may, like no one cares. Just do your own thing. Like it's not that deep. Like
It's just like since I'm straight now, all I was talking about is the fact that I'm straight, you'd be like, bro, shut up.
yeah, it's like no one cares.
I don't
Like,
want to talk to you. Oh yeah, so what are we gonna do? Let's go meet some girl or like all the time. It's like, okay, bro, you're exhausting. Okay, go to FSU, chill for like 2 months, and then you come back to me.
Weren't you going up to FSU last weekend?
bro,
That
that was a whole
you-
shit show within itself.
Did you want to like see if you could play up there or what?
No, I was just going to visit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Have you played up there?
No. I've been to, dude. I've been to Tally like twice.
Where have you played?
Places in New York.
Played in
And
New York a few times.
here, just at the pop-ups and like a few parties and shit.
Mm-hmm. What's
But-
your like goal with it though?
I don't know. Like right now, I'm more just like trying to get like really good. Like I feel like a lot of people, like there's a shit ton of DJs now. Like everywhere you go, this person's a DJ. This person's a DJ.
Yeah.
So I feel like the competition's like super saturated, and it's kind of like the only way that you're gonna like have longevity in the space is by like being better than everyone else. And like I feel like you need to spend a lot of time, which most people aren't doing, including myself. But like the goal is probably just to, I don't know, playing clubs. Like maybe like if you're able to make a career out of it, like that's sick. But like it's a super hard thing to do. You're like essentially being an entertainer, which is like the 0.01% of people. It's like, and with DJs it's even harder because like the clubs are paying you. You're not like really getting paid off of streams. And then like that's where it comes into the whole picture of like all these big DJs are like the money comes from like producing, not from like DJing. Like sure, they're making money to DJ the festivals, but like the reason they're the biggest DJs is because they're the best like song makers, so to say.
Yes, production.
Yeah. Which I think is like a big thing when you're getting into music, is kind of learning the like theory of music
Right.
and like why and how music works the way it does, kind of thing.
Yeah. Is your mic good?
Almost.
Did it fall a little?
Yeah, it did. Made a little oopsie.
A little oopsie?
Yeah, a little oopsie. I don't make mistakes, though, actually. That was all purpose. Now I'm talking. You see, I got your attention.
Yo, what'd you cook with that, bro? That's
No.
very smart. Did you read that book? Is that where you learned?
Which one? Civilized to Death?
Any of them? All of them?
I've read the first one. It's really good, from Jordan Peterson. I want to read this one. Maybe you should tell us a little bit about that. Why are we civilized to death?
I brought it up a few times on this podcast, and I brought it up when we like taking it seriously. It's a good book. Ryan saw it when we walked in, and he said he kind of wanted to check it out. I thought it was very interesting. It's very like Sapiens kind of, where it's like humanity, evolution, sociology, like how individuals are reacting to living in cities with 8 million people, right? Shit like that. It's pretty interesting.
Well, today you told us that you were like trying to fast, right?
Yeah, I heard. You guys know Andrew Huberman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Andrew Huberman is a neurosurgeon,
Yeah, he's a
not a
neuroscientist.
neurosurgeon, a neuroscientist, researcher. He works with the UFC with a bunch of their athletes. Really cool, really fucking smart guy. He was on Joe Rogan a while back, and I saw him today on Lex Friedman, because I just like listen to podcasts while I work, 'cause my job is dumb as fuck. And
Shout out.
yeah,
Manages a $2 billion spend analysis and says
So-
his job's a joke.
so dude, I was listening to the podcast, and the guy was talking about like fasting. I actually want to talk about that with Agus next week, the Muay Thai coach.
Bet.
See what his take on it is. So I was listening to it, and I figured like I have to cut like about 5 pounds in a month. You have to cut a bit too. Yeah, we're both competing.
Right.
And so I kind of knew I have to drop calories a little. And then today I was like, I'm gonna train later, so let's not eat for like 5-6 hours before and see what it does. and I did it, dude, and it was nice. I felt good today,
You didn't feel hungry?
bro. I was hungry as fuck when I got there, but as soon as I started rolling and like throwing punches and shit, I felt good. Like, dude, I don't know, it felt good. So I think I'm gonna start doing
Isn't
that.
fasting more like evolutionary accurate? Like it's more accurate how biologically how we're made.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we're not having 3 meals a day back in like 20,000 years ago when we can't
Yeah.
have 3 meals a day. It's probably more accurate to have like 1 meal every like 2 days or something. No,
I don't know. Ooh,
No, I'm saying like
It's
when
is
you
it that much?
okay, put yourself in the mindset of 20,000 years ago. You have to go hunt for food.
Yeah, there's no
You
security.
get lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you think you're gonna catch one? One.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that they catch one a day, but I think it's that they catch like
One
let's say a
lasts
wild
them.
boar that lasts them a month,
Right.
or like a pack of boars that
Yeah, I
lasts
guess
them a
I'm
month.
not. I don't know.
I think
how long
regardless, the
for.
point is like, we live in an era where, and also granted we're lucky and we're blessed to have like the food security that we do, because obviously a lot of people don't, even in the States. And that's not like the natural state of our bodies. Like you were saying something about cancer being related to it. It's also like related to your sleep schedule, the like physical activity you can put out. Like the guy was saying something today that I had never thought of. If I eat right now, like whatever, I eat a meal, it's all sitting in my stomach and my gut. My body is sending like blood and energy to digest that food. Okay. Whereas if I haven't eaten, if I don't have that food sitting in me, and I go do jujitsu like today, that blood and that energy that would otherwise be focused on digesting my food is going into getting on someone's back and like choking them out, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. But you
So-
need the energy in the first place when you come from food.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's the thing. You'll get the energy from the food, but before that energy is extracted, there's energy that you put into it for the extraction process. It's like an investment, ponte. You're putting energy in to get more
So
energy out.
does he tell you how much you want to wait in between meals, or does he say just like twice a day or something?
No, the guy didn't really like get into it that much. At least I didn't follow that much. And obviously there's a million ways to do
you
it.
should probably hop on like a meal plan.
Yeah,
If you're
I
trying to
started
specifically
writing
cut,
down.
like 5 pounds. And
I want to
like,
hop on the what's that guy's name? Big ass dude with no
Liver
shirt.
King.
Yeah, the Liver
The
King.
Liver King diet, baby, bro. That guy's definitely
Kid's a
on
freak.
every steroid.
He denies
there
it though.
is.
He denies it.
Yeah, bro.
Has he taken a test?
No.
Can you find it
Or
out, right?
I think he has taken a test, but like it was done by him. So it's
Yeah,
like,
okay, so
how
it's a
hard can it be to
fugazi.
fucking fake results? Like, come on.
He doesn't wipe his ass when he shits. I heard that today. Because like, he was on the bar.
What?
He was on the Barstool interview. You know the guy in Barstool
Yeah.
has long hair, and he does the interviews.
Caleb Presley.
He has a mustache like
the
that, like
mustache
Ryan's.
and the other
Yeah.
guy that's sitting there, whatever.
Yeah,
The guy
yeah.
screaming.
What's his name?
Caleb Presley.
Yeah, that guy's kind of funny.
Hope I didn't
It's
fuck that up.
probably chilling.
Okay, well, I heard him. He was on the Barstool thing, and he asked him, Caleb, so from your what would a primate do in this situation, taking a shit, like wiping your ass after taking a shit? And he's like, well, when you don't eat that fiber, then you don't have to. Your poops come out solid and hard.
Que
So
va, bro.
so then he was like-
What?
the guy was obviously trying to make a bit, but he asked him again. He's like, wait, so you actually don't wipe? He's like, no need to wipe. No need to wipe. Maybe every once in a while I'll check and see. And he's like, how do you check if you don't wipe though? You put your head in between your ass? Like, what do you? But
Bro,
yeah, he doesn't.
what?
He's
That's
like
super
a
strange.
primal, right? Is what they call it.
He
Bro.
I heard that the whole guy was like a marketing ploy. I might have said this on the podcast
Yeah, I think
before.
No,
I might have
but
said
I
it
think
with
it was
you.
in our
For
episode.
what?
Yeah.
So maybe not.
For what?
So I heard that so ponte, there's like a marketing company that works on like social medias, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. And they say maybe like we have identified that there is like a marketplace for some guy that lives like a primate and eats meat and does all this shit about get big, be a liver king, whatever. And so what they do is like they go out, they look for someone that's all jacked up and is willing to eat just fucking raw testicles for like
Yeah.
a couple $100,000,
Yeah.
and then like through that company they kind of gas him up and they make him into the Liver King, and off of that they're just making a fuck ton of money.
So it's all actors. It's all puppets.
Right, so it's all actors.
It's
that's
all
what I'm trying
puppets.
to
We
say.
see in society. Probably Tate was one. Actually, Tate's not in the Matrix.
I don't. Yeah, Tate's in Romania. There's no Matrix over there.
Tate's living in his own world, bro.
Yeah, he's cooking his own meals. But they do that like with music too. You know that song on TikTok, A B C D, na, na, na.
No.
Bro, you know that song? Fuck, I literally don't know what it's called,
Oh.
but
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
They do like
Oh.
marketing segments where they find a target audience that doesn't have a figurehead, and then they just create someone that
There you go.
fills the.
yeah,
Damn.
Sometimes I like to fuck.
there's money, there's fuck ton of money.
Sometimes
Bro.
I like to fuck with the algorithm and just every once in a while look up like something that I wouldn't look up. And
Like
then I'll
what?
have like I don't know, just like tables, wooden tables or something. No, look up wooden
Bro.
tables for night and furniture for whatever. And then I'll have ads, and every time I see one of those ads, I'm like, gotcha.
I gamed the system.
I know you're listening to me.
Gotcha. Like wrong, and then I reply to all of
listening,
them on
man.
Instagram too. If I get like, 'cause I'll get one of those stick figure ads, the games that like you have to draw a little circle around the thing so that you don't the bees don't kill it. Whatever, it's like a video game.
What are you talking
One of those
about?
shitty games on Instagram.
Okay,
you know what I
okay.
mean? And yeah, I'll just comment. I'm like, you guys already fucking did this like 10 times. And I'm not interested. I'm not buying it.
Do you guys have like theories about what those like games are? Because I have a quick theory on them that I'll share with you guys if you beg me to. That so you know how you always get these ads like on Snapchat, on Instagram, I guess on YouTube too, that it's like this really very shittily low quality production game. That it's like some stick figure people running around, you shoot something, it's like plus 30 divided by 2, like just
Yes,
random
yes,
ass
yes.
shit.
Yeah.
So my theory is that that's just like games that are mass produced by some like Indian or Chinese or Pakistani or an Iranian or Russian or some shit like that actors to like infiltrate or get more access or do stuff like that into US and maybe more broadly like Western phones and devices and
Like
shit like
you get your information when you download it.
that. Right.
I think there's better ways to do that than some stupid stick figure game.
Like what? I'm sure there is.
It's
but,
subtle
like,
though. It is subtle.
Think
kinda-
about
right.
think about the target audience that's gonna play a stick figure game.
Little children.
Correct.
on
They
their
don't-
on their parents' phones.
hypothetically speaking. I mean, what if it's like 10 years old and like whatever it may be. Like
Yeah, no 21-year-old would ever download any game like that.
yeah, it's kind
No,
of
right?
No.
No, you've never played the stick game.
I wouldn't download it.
Good.
Yeah.
you're kind of just like fishing for information, like in the sense in like the theory that you're saying. It's like I'm gonna stick and whatever like
Yeah.
whatever falls, whatever sticks. Like
Straight up. I don't know. I just like coming up with these little theories. I thought it was kind of funky.
I
but,
just think
bro, 'cause they those-
would it would be like TikTok. Like
But you're a little parent. You wouldn't even download TikTok.
Fuck no.
You don't
I don't want shit on my phone. I think Instagram is pushing it. Instagram was off
Bro,
my phone for
It's
the
American,
longest
no?
time.
No, it's-
Yeah, but
American.
I just don't like because they all communicate, dude. All these apps, you know,
shadow people.
they shadow you, they follow you. Like, I'm pretty sure the NSA at one point had access to, like Facebook private chats and shit like that. You know,
I mean, they probably have access to like everything if they wanted to, hypothetically.
I heard an argument like in favor of this the other day, kind of defending it, saying like, you know, the NSA doesn't care if like you're having an affair or if you cheated on your math test and you're talking about that through Facebook private chat. What they're using that for is to like
Find terrorists.
find
and stuff,
terrorists,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Which on
okay.
one hand it's like, yeah, cool.
Okay, but what happens if they know
We
all
are
that?
trying to terrorize
No,
people.
It's not. Well, yeah, but what if they
What's up?
they categorize Andrew Tate as a terrorist because he's having such a negative impact, and now, some video got out about him having an affair or something like a defamation thing. Like,
Yeah.
let's who defines terror, like who the terrorist is. Now that line is getting a lot.
Well,
Bro.
I think the line of terrorists is kind of like set
You don't think people would say that Andrew Tate should go to jail?
I think people say that Andrew Tate should be in jail because he's a piece of shit or whatever, but like saying he's a fucking terrorist, you're just like, you're an idiot, bro. Like this guy's not like.
I think during COVID they like expanded the like definition of terrorism, and they expanded the definition of anti-vaxxer as well.
Wow.
What's
So, yeah.
the definition of anti-vaxxer?
Bro, look it up because it happened.
And what's the?
I don't want to say I don't want to say something that's not true, but
that shit will actually get us taken. Like they don't like us talking about
right,
cough.
yeah. So let's not.
The cough.
Yeah, the Wu flu.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ooh.
but yeah, there's definitely an argument in both directions.
Merriam-Webster.
Oh my god, dude, I
updates
keep
the
fucking this up.
definition of anti-vaxxers to include anyone who opposes mandatory vaccination.
Okay, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Right, mandatory vaccination. That's not an anti-vaxxer. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
An anti-vaxxer, like the typical photo picture, whatever, of an anti-vaxxer. Stereotype was a word I was looking for. Photo picture, Jesus, of an anti-vaxxer is like a mom that has like a few kids that she raises on non-processed, non-GMO organic
Probably
foods.
into Wim Hof or something.
She probably likes Wim Hof. Maybe she has dreadlocks. A white chick with
Yeah.
dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Probably spent a few years meditating in
Sage
India.
in her house.
Yeah. Who believes vaccines cause autism and as a result doesn't want to give her children vaccines. That's like
That's an anti-vax.
that's the standard. That's an anti-vaxxer.
I think
Someone says
anti-vaxxers.
vaccines aren't for me. But you can say vaccines aren't for me and like not be for mandatory vaccination. Or you can say I want a vaccine for myself, but I don't think it should be mandatory.
Yeah. Imagine if,
I mean, but
yeah.
the whole anti-vaxxer thing is like these people are refusing mandatory ones.
That's the point. No. That's what they expanded it to include. But pre-COVID, it didn't include that.
What was it before?
It
was
was
if
just-
you are against any type of vaccine.
For yourself and not the word mandatory is like the key word here.
Because like imagine if like, okay, I do want to take the flu vaccine or whatever. I do want to take it, and then now it's mandatory. I'm like, wait, I'm against that mandatory things. So I agree with the flu vaccine, but I don't want it to be mandatory. So now I'm an anti-vaxxer. You know,
Do you get that? Does it make
it's
sense?
the
But
fact.
it's not that you're. It's more
No,
that
man, it's the narrative they're using. It's the narrative they're using to make people demonize other
Yeah.
certain people for not getting the vaccine. Prime example. Who's the NFL player that didn't want to get it?
Bro.
Aaron Rodgers?
He said he lied about getting it. He said
Okay.
he got it, but he didn't get it.
Okay. Boom, anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
It's like, not really, bro. Like, I know people that didn't get the vaccine who are
For COVID.
perfectly, right, who are perfectly, or for anything, who are perfectly fine with other people getting it.
Let's just say
The problem is
Yeah.
mandatory.
Yeah. You can
And-
tell when you're talking to an anti-vaxxer if you're not talking about vaccines.
What do you mean?
I feel like if you're at dinner with an anti-vaxxer, like whatever topic, you'll get that intuition
Mhm.
about, you know, there's a certain type of
Yeah.
stereotype
Yeah,
with
fair.
an anti-vaxxer, I guess.
bro. But I feel like
Fuck that.
I don't know, man.
I'm not injecting
Weird.
myself with juice.
I mean, I don't think there's anything, whatever. We don't have to get into that, but I'm just saying, like,
We're trying to get banned.
yeah, like
Anyway,
we want medicine, don't we? Want to live long.
yeah,
Right?
medicine's good.
So let's just do whatever Daddy tells us to.
oh, back to the argument about the whole the primate thing. Sorry, because
Yeah.
you just like whatever you said just sparked my mind again.
What was the primate thing?
The basically that before like 20 years ago you wouldn't like eat and whatever.
Yeah.
Well, like
Not 20, like 20,000.
20,000 years ago.
Fuck.
Why'd I
No,
say
you're
20? Yeah. But like, look at how much we've like progressed. Like, our like lifespans are infinitely longer than what it was before. Like, literally 3-4 times what it was before. That's like ridiculous.
3-4 times.
Yeah, people on average would live like 30, 40 years before.
Well, no, I mean,
Okay, and where do they
20,
live now?
like,
They don't live
sure,
120
100, man, like-
years.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like in the 1800s, one in,
Still-
1 in 3 kids under the age of 5 would die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but I don't
it's-
think that's
bro.
really because of fasting. That's just more like our
Medicine.
living
yeah,
conditions,
living conditions, medicine
yeah,
is all
obviously
involved.
there's like a
That's-
million factors, but
Yeah.
like now we also have the scientific data to prove what our body needs, how much it needs, and you can prove it like person to person. Take me, like I might need like optimal calorie intake for me is 1,800 calories a day. Let's just say like arbitrarily,
Mm-hmm.
optimal calorie intake for you could be 2,500 calories because you're trying to do this or you're trying to do that, or like your body reacts to this food this way, whatever the reason may be. Like I think that's very dependent on like person to person.
Mm-hmm.
And like what you're trying to achieve will highly change the approach that you take.
But I think that's exactly it, though. What we're trying, you're saying that with the standards of today's society, our makeup or whatever, us being able to live until 80 years old and stuff,
Yeah,
is more beneficial than back then. But like back then, there's no standards for living longer.
of course. Yeah. Like that argument,
You can make an argument.
yeah.
One of the like drawbacks of like being able to live so long is like, you know, we've developed a ton of great medicine that helps people's bodies, you know, stay mobile and stay healthy and have a good cardiac system, etc. But the thing that's like lagging behind is like people's minds. You know, you'll hit 70, 80, 90 and your body's perfect, but you start getting dementia and you start forgetting people, or you get Alzheimer's, you get Parkinson's, and you
Yeah.
get all fucked up. So I think it kind of has to move in that direction of like the mental health of old people.
I think it is though, no? With Neuralink and people are like trying to, you know.
Neuralink is crazy, bro. What they want to
Did-
do, if they're able to accomplish
Yeah.
it, that's like society's just gonna completely change.
Did
Yeah.
you guys see the monkey video?
Yeah, I think we played
No.
it once.
I don't think we have we.
Yeah.
Ryan, pull that up because you haven't seen the monkey video.
What is it?
Monkey say
Memorized
monkey
game
do,
or
bro.
whatever?
Yeah, Elon puts this. He put like they surgically
Oh, no,
implanted
Monkey Pong.
a Neuralink into a monkey's brain, a monkey, and this motherfucker was playing a video game by just thinking about it.
It's insane.
Just he's sitting in front of the screen like this.
Pager.
Pull it up on the screen here though.
Had a Neuralink placed in each side of his brain about 6 weeks ago. If you look carefully, you can see that the fur on his head hasn't quite fully grown back yet.
Can you make it big
He
screen?
learned to interact with a computer
Thank
for
you.
a tasty banana smoothie delivered through a straw.
So now he's playing with a joystick.
We can interact with the Neuralinks simply by pairing them to an iPhone, just as you might pair your phone to a Bluetooth speaker.
Ryan's green.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Watch.
The links
So now he's still
are
using
brought
the-
from
the-
more than 2,000
the joystick.
electrodes
It's pretty good,
planted in the regions of Page's motor cortex that coordinate hand and
Bro,
arm
they connected to
movements.
the Neuralink with the phone, man.
Neurons in
It's
the
just an
brain
app.
Hack into my
modulate their
shit
activity
and start
with
controlling my body.
For example, some might become more active when he moves his hand up, and others when he moves it to the right. By recording
Can you
the
skip a
brain
little through
and
it to
feeding
see?
their activity into a decoder
Okay, it's gonna happen now. I think.
calibrate the
You see, they disconnected the controller now. It's literally just his head. Just
Come on, no.
be able to move
Yeah,
the
it's
joystick
disconnected.
But there's what he plays a different game at one point. Click, like go a little farther.
Yeah, but that's also using his.
Is this not it? Look, boom. No controller, no hand. He's just thinking about it.
Page
He's
is
just sucking
amazingly
off the
good
smoothie
at
thing.
finding. He's focused.
What
and
the
he's playing
fuck?
entirely of his own volition.
He's imagining moving it with his hand.
Damn, but you could like. I feel like this is
The
a
reason Neuralink
game that would
works
never end.
is because it's
Since you're
recording
playing with your mind, you're like playing with yourself.
Yeah, he just die of smoothie.
Playing with yourself.
Great game, Joe.
Clip it.
And what better reward for a monkey
Clip it.
than a banana?
That kind of stuff is weird, man.
You gotta have a real good password.
A real good
that's
password.
on your
What would your
phone.
password be, Pat?
I'm not telling you, because if not, I'm gonna start moving out of nowhere.
I'm not telling you because if not, I would start moving out of nowhere.
Oh.
All right, man.
Exclamation point.
Caps or no caps on that one?
I have some numbers. I'm not gonna tell you. Don't worry about it. But yeah,
Anyway,
isn't that crazy?
That is pretty
yeah,
crazy.
bro. What the fuck?
It's 2022 and that shit is happening. That you
How
can
long-
just play a game.
Do you think it takes until they start testing this on humans?
Oh, they're doing it somewhere. In
Yeah,
some
in
mattress
some
firm
lab.
downstairs. They don't sell mattresses there. That's
Oh,
all.
isn't there a huge conspiracy about mattress firm?
Yeah, it's money laundering scheme.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you've never heard that one?
No,
They say
what
they
the hell
hide
is
the
it?
bills in the fucking in the mattresses. Yeah, it's a fugazi. It's like a funny one, but
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I thought Casola's was a money laundering operation for the longest time because it was
Really?
cash only. They had an ATM in it that you could
It's
just
still,
take
it's still
cash.
cash only.
They still, yeah.
Have you guys? Yeah, exactly. That's so sus. Like
It
they're
is.
Kinda
definitely
sus,
not.
dude.
They're definitely underreporting, right?
Oh yeah,
For some,
for
yeah,
sure,
underreporting,
for
laundering, something is
You
going
guys
on.
know that lemonade stand next to Cocoa Walk? It's like AC's IC's.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really good-
Definitely some sus shit too, bro.
Damn.
But
No
like,
card.
it also could just be like a legit ass
Yeah.
like, business that like
A
some
mom
guy,
and pop.
Yeah,
like,
bro. That it kind of just like worked out. Like,
straight up.
So you're telling
Bro.
me you make $10,000 today, and you're gonna write down in your taxes 10,000
If you're AC's Ice, whatever that shit is called,
Yeah, or
probably.
cash
like
only.
maybe though.
cash only.
Yeah, maybe if you're a stand-up guy, but
They don't even give receipts. There's no receipts.
do you get? Have you? Yeah, you don't.
I went this weekend. No
No shit.
receipts.
I've been like once. It's pretty good though, right?
Yeah, it's good.
It's just fire. It's like a Miami staple, low key.
Yeah, it's good.
There is some sort of argument for like restaurants and stuff. Like, I guess you could say like they don't want to use cards because you have to pay a percentage to the card company sometimes.
Mm.
So
Okay,
it's
fair.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're saving 5% a year, but like your
But,
sales
yeah,
could
but-
drastically increase if you accept card payments or
But a lot of places factor that into what the client is paying. Like they'll tell you, if you pay with credit cards, 3.5% fee, whatever.
yeah.
A lot of places do
Fair,
that as
fair,
well.
fair.
Do you guys
Yeah, you're
think
right.
that
I
we're
don't know.
gonna also with like the rise of digital currency? Do you guys think we're gonna have cash?
I think
Yeah.
there's always going to be a place for it, especially because of like black market shit. People that want to buy drugs.
You could
You
do
know.
that with Bitcoin.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, granted you could, but like, isn't it easier to just meet your plug like in a
Yeah.
dark alley, just slip him a $5
What's
and
your
walk
Bitcoin
off?
wallet, boy? Like,
It's also the issue with Bitcoin and
Let me scan your QR code, bro. Like,
what is that
what were you
Bitcoin?
saying?
the issue with cryptocurrencies and stuff when it comes to like illegal activities is
Mhm.
like everything's there, and guess
Mhm.
what, bro? It's not leaving.
Right.
I could go on Etherscan and look up a transaction that happened 10 years ago,
Totally.
and it'll still be there.
Yeah.
But
They-
it'll just be it'll be
It'll be a
you won't
wallet
be able to
address,
see
of
it.
course. But
Granted,
like,
but they can track that wallet back to you. Yeah.
can they? Who knows? Like, I'm sure they can, but there's definitely also like ways to hide it, considering like this is the way that people in the black market have been exchanging forms of currencies for the past like
Yeah,
X
but
amount of years.
I think
2012 when
what-
Bitcoin came out, or 11, whatever.
What he was saying is like in the future, like as the government is like kind of catching on to the potential and how fast it's growing and everything like that.
Well, yeah, I think now it's just being like, now you're gonna get the government involved and like which needs to happen, and there needs to become like kind of like a set like rules, laws that people can't be fucking stealing millions of dollars a day, like rugging people and doing all this crazy shit that's literally happening every day in front of your face, and it's like happening openly. Like, I forget, like Ryan might know, but there was like this one project where they literally like hard rugged, and they were just like, they went into Twitter and they're basically like, yeah, we just did this project because like we wanted to see like how many people we would rug, like fuck all of you guys.
What's
Ha, ha,
rugging
ha.
for people that don't know?
Basically like
Not me, of course.
rugging someone is basically like fucking them over, essentially.
Like a scam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you hack
exactly.
into their wallet or
No. It's like, let's say I tell you,
It's a Twitter pump and dumps,
hey,
right?
give me $100 because I'm gonna go buy a new mic.
Uh-huh.
And
You just
next
don't give
day,
it, yeah.
guess what, bro? And I never answer you again, and your $100 is gone. It's like
Uh-huh.
that's essentially happening every
Mm-hmm.
day, and
What's-
it's not one.
But
It's
that's not
multiple.
that's not like something bad about the actual currency. No, that's just like people.
Well, I think A, people, B, the fact that there's no regulations on cryptocurrencies right now,
But you
or
could do
like
that to
not
me.
the fact that there's no.
I'd give you $100 in cash.
Yeah, of course, but like let's say we do it, there could be a contract. Like, let's say you're doing it in person. Like, I'd probably write up a contract saying, like, yo, if you don't pay me, you're liable for the, like, collateralizing or whatever you're going to do. Like, there are ways to avoid it.
Yeah.
I know you're very big into crypto, and you have gotten even more so over the past few years. What's kind of your vision, maybe 10 or 20 years, like, down the line?
I mean, I think it's just going to be kind of, like, embedded into, like, technology. Like, the technology we are going to use is going to be, like, open source based. Like, everything's going to be public, like, and I think it's kind of proven to show that way over the past, like, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Like, look where we've gone to social media. Like, because of social media, we've now become, like, a way more open society where information needs to flow freely, and, like, withholding information on certain things is, like, really fucked up, and, like, that's happening a lot. Like, I
It's
think
more group.
yeah, I think obviously, like, this whole, like, thing that crypto's gonna take over the fucking dollar, like, bro, you're an idiot. Like, the US dollar falls, we're all fucked. We're all fucked.
I want the crash of the entire financial system. I want a financial reset.
Yo,
We should be
Bro, the
friends.
world
What?
just ends. Like, what happens when
We'll just start
The-
over.
I mean, I guess, but, like, what the
Ryan
fuck?
said something crazy. Dude.
Okay.
Ryan, bro, but
Ryan,
like,
Ryan wants to
realistically-
hit the reset button, bro. He's just
Yeah.
fuck this shit.
Dude, everything's about to get reset here with the hurricane, so we gotta.
Oh, what's up with that?
Bro,
Is
come
it-
on. I didn't even know there was
What, you didn't
anything
do that?
until, like, 3 days ago.
Dude, yeah, I saw this video today. It's like if you're from Florida and if you're
Florida.
if you're for real from Miami, then you didn't even do anything.
Yeah. It's like, if we don't look at hurricanes unless it's a category 7 or
Yeah.
above or some shit like that.
Do you guys remember Irma?
Yeah.
Did you
but actually it was
evacuate for that shit?
Yeah, I went to New York.
I did.
And then I went to New Hampshire.
Actually, for
What you guys
Irma,
did?
my dad, because my dad was also just nonchalant. He would, he was like, no, we're just gonna stay here at home. And then my sister was like, no, like they have to, because it was only me and my brother with my dad at that point.
Mhm.
And then they're like, no, you better move out. Like your area is like the worst area that's gonna get hit. Whatever. A day before it hits, we end up moving out, and we end up moving in kind of for the weekend with my dad's girlfriend. We go back to check like 3 days after when the hurricane had passed. A tree just literally just impaled through the roof and through my brother's bed where he was gonna be sleeping at night.
Bro, what the
Where? What
fuck?
happened? That wasn't in this house.
No, that was in another house. Do you remember? It's a little more down that way, US one.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Jesus,
And-
fuck, bro.
But yeah, I mean, good thing that
My
we
God.
moved out
Yeah.
of the house.
That was during
That was a
Irma.
bad one. I don't know which one it was, but it was like the worst.
That
one.
was a bad-
Irma wasn't that bad. Like,
Irma was kind of bad. Irma's the worst thing we've seen since Katrina, I think.
Which one was it, Ryan? It was the one that we went to Welch's house, at Ricky's house. Remember?
Yeah.
We played FIFA and just
Yeah.
we played
If-
FIFA and smacked each other asses. If you like if you lose 10-1, then that guy gets 10 whips.
If that's like doing like the naked mile, you guys
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that shit?
And we like snuck out of his window too.
Yeah, we went to Miami Beach.
Yeah, we incriminated ourselves a lot that weekend.
Dude, if the hurricane gets bad, we'll just hole up in here and just create more podcasts.
Bro, actually,
Like,
you guys we could all sleep on the bed and just, you know.
yeah,
I
it's not a
remember
bad
in
idea.
high school, like, every time there was, like, a hurricane, it was, like, or for Irma, whatever,
Yeah.
it was like, yo, fucking Hurricane Irma party, bro, let's go. It was so dumb. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Hurricane Irma, but dude, go home. Stay with your parents.
Yeah.
Remember
So
we
wait,
got the
what's
walkie-talkie apps that we thought we were like, oh yeah, this app on your phone, you're gonna be able to talk to all your friends. Because if you lose, like, you remember, because we were gonna lose Wi-Fi
I
and
remember
lose
that.
like all connection. So there was, do you remember?
Yeah.
And there was this walkie-talkie app, and for some reason we were like, no, this one works even if there's no connection or no
Jesus
Wi-Fi.
Christ.
Only to find out that no, it did not work.
I feel like there's also another issue of, if there's no power, you can't really charge the fucking phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Yo, did you guys see that now? Another thing that fucking Elon Musk is doing is Starlink satellites. Have you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that?
That is crazy. That is crazy.
he's the man.
Anywhere
Elon
you want to go,
Musk's
right?
Yeah.
Anywhere on the world, you can just have Wi-Fi.
Spooky. But that all that's for free. Like, who's paying for that shit?
No, it's not free.
It's not for free.
It's like $600 a month if you want to get that.
Verga.
Pretty sure.
That's I think there's a big concern with that, and there has been for a few years, that we're kind of, you know, as we shoot more shit into our orbit, and as we like pollute the like
Atmosphere. Yeah.
not even atmosphere with like next level, you feel me, like the higher ups, we're like trapping ourselves on the planet, you know, because if you launch a rocket, even if it's like a pea that fucking hits you at 10,000 miles an hour, like, you're fucked. Think your rocket's exploding and you're all dead.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why we gotta
there's
get to
a-
Mars
there's a
quick.
concern there, yeah. We're gonna see that happen, man.
What?
Oh my god, are
Yeah,
you
in our
kidding?
lifetime,
Like-
Absolutely.
Not us.
See people
personally.
living there or see
I'm
people
not gonna
getting
go to
there?
Mars.
No, but like, do you think that we're gonna
Getting
be able
there.
to get tickets to Mars?
I don't. Maybe
If you're
I don't
rich,
know.
yeah.
Like that. Like maybe a Jeff
I think
Bezos.
yeah,
kind of
nah,
thing.
not even. Like I think like if you want to do it and like you have a few million to spare, like
Couple bands.
you could definitely probably do it with $1 million for sure. Like
We're
That's
definitely
not too
gonna
bad.
see.
That's not bad actually. If you want to go to another planet,
yeah, I mean it seems like how do you even put a price on that? That's like
there's no market. Like
Yeah,
there's no
it's like, what the fuck,
competition.
yeah.
Really. I mean, I get Blue Origin, right, and then Tesla, and then Star.
yeah.
Dude, like how our parents saw like a small step for man, big step for mankind kind of thing on the moon. Like we're gonna see that in Mars. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
That's crazy.
But that
Yeah,
was
we
all.
didn't
But
do
that was
shit
all
with
in
the
a.
moon.
That
You
was
guys
all
think
in
it's gonna be, like everyone's watching it on TV.
Dude, yeah.
The whole world.
It's gonna be the
For
biggest event of the
sure.
century. I mean, the
getting to
century just
fucking
started,
Mars?
but
So why don't the Russians go for a race with Elon Musk? Is that happening like it was happening with the moon?
I mean,
I
I'm
don't-
sure everyone's
well,
just trying to get to planets,
I
man.
I think now it's been kind of it's shifted from like countries are the ones kind of trying to get to the moon to like corporations are trying to get to the moon. We were talking about this with Brian last week. Like the people that run the world aren't like the countries anymore. It's like the companies that kind of run the show.
Yeah, that's
So,
proof
like-
right there. Who's going to Mars?
What?
That's proof right there. It's not NASA going to Mars.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So like what Russian company is big enough to fucking start a Mars project? You know, it
It's
doesn't
like what?
exist.
You get all the way to Mars, and then you're there, and it's like, oh, okay. They're just saying everywhere.
Yes.
Take a few pictures, man.
I mean, you could do anything there.
You could kill someone.
Well, what if if
you
did
really
that-
could just throw the body into space.
Straight up.
Dude,
Just-
if you go to Mars with your crew and then you get that one guy looking back at you like he has that look on his face, no.
yeah.
You know what's gonna happen
you know
to you.
that he's trying to kill someone.
Who
And
gonna
then,
stop me? Who gonna stop me?
that's insane, bro. The speed saying that shit, bro. But dude, they actually just came out with these like blocks that make as much oxygen as trees.
No
They can
shit.
put on Mars.
Hmm.
Because there's like two things: we either live in like the little dome, or we
You
actually
create,
make
yeah.
an atmosphere.
Well, I think the dome is like the
The ideal thing, no?
no. It's like no. The ideal thing is making an atmosphere where you can live and breathe, and there's
But
plants and
how the fuck
animals and
do you
shit. The I think the domes is just like the temporary
solution.
you know, while we figure out how to do this. Elon said he wanted to nuke the poles because something that has to do with like the electromagnetic.
Yo, what if his whole
wave,
plan,
field?
his whole plan? No, talk.
He literally just came out with human robots that are gonna be working in his factory. There's not people working in the factories. They're humanoid robots.
Crazy
I'm
motherfucker.
starting to think more and more that this guy's like an evil genius and less of he's like a machine.
A benevolent genius.
Yeah, he's like a machine
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, no, he has some sort of like ADHD. He has to keep doing something.
He has
thing
like
ever.
some sort of autism
Yeah,
or
for
something.
sure.
He's gonna
For
come
sure.
out and say like, oh, sentient AI rights are necessary, and then
What?
Oh yeah, like the podcast we had.
yeah.
What were you saying, Gato?
What was I saying? Oh, like what happens if this guy's just like Ryan said, he's just an evil genius, and like his whole plan was to like blow up Mars, and it's like, damn, I just blew up a planet, bro.
I mean, fuck, we'd just be like, nice.
Go.
bro.
Dude.
Blew up Mars. Fuck, we're not gonna have to. We can't go
The-
to Mars anymore.
The sentient AI thing is weird too.
Dude, I've been watching shows on Magellan that I told you guys. If you guys want to have it, I'll give you the username. But I watched like 3 AI things. There was one about AI taking jobs, and how it's predicted like 60% of jobs or something that you said also mentioned are going to be taken by AI.
60%.
Yeah, in 20 years or by 2040 or something like that. So it's crazy, and yeah, bro, like, it's like people aren't quick enough to adjust, especially if you're a little bit older. Like they say, like an old dog can't learn new tricks.
Yeah.
So especially if you're older, there's a lot of people that are, put out of place.
Yeah. Obsolete.
So what happens then? I mean,
You just kill all of.
Like Ryan said, the world needs a reset, baby.
Kill all the humans.
What? Who said that? What?
reset. Okay, well, how long have we been going?
I think it's been an hour and a bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm ready to stop
yeah, we
shooting
can
the
call it.
shits.
Yeah, we're ready to log
Can we
on.
put a little tune maybe to finish up, and maybe some crazy?
Oh yeah,
some
let's
cool
go.
stuff
Let's go
here.
crazy.
Yo, hop off. Yeah, hop off on your mic.
Hopping off the mic.
Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you like the new studio. Pato specifically, and the rest of the team as well, worked pretty hard to get this off. So we're moving up in the world. The apes are evolving. The podcast is evolving. And poquito a poquito se llena el saquito.
Poquito, poquito. Suave, suavecito. Love you guys. Peace out.